Hello guys and welcome to this video. Now I'm sorry to say I've never actually reviewed a Marine Master before on this channel, but that's about to change because I've got this awesome Seiko Marine Master 300 SLA021J1 to share with you, and even better that you could actually buy this watch. I've recently started adding a selection of pre-owned watches to my website, that's svkwatches.ae. And I do ship these worldwide, so these watches that are listed on my site are actually with me. I'm going to make videos on all of them, and you guys, no matter where you are in the world, will be able to get your hands on them. And the best part about all of that is that the prices are really fair. This one is 6,700 UAE dirhams, or that will equate to 1,824 USD. With an addition of $28 for shipping worldwide. There may be taxes to pay as well on entry to your location, but overall that puts this well below the Seiko sticker price of over $3,000, I believe. So this is one of Seiko's ultimate dive watches. It is 44.3, I believe, in diameter, so it's no small watch. It's got a thickness of 15.4. However, it does try to hide it a little bit with the sculpted case here. The lug-to-lug is 50.5 and it does suit a larger wrist. However, you do see people rocking them with smaller wrists too, because to be honest, especially if it's on a different strap, a rubber strap of some kind, the lugs can go straight down. It doesn't have that tendency to spread out. The lug-to-lug is still quite short on this model. Now let's have a look at that dial. So this is the flat black dial, super legible, perfect diver's dial, nice thick loomed hands, of course, incredible Seiko loom, you'll see that in a minute. We've got this silver kind of background date, which I quite like, just adds a bit more interest there. Everything lines up as it should, and we've got a loomed area on that triangle on the instead of a pip there. Now the bezel's ceramic, the glass is sapphire. So this is, you know, you've got to pay the extra to Seiko when you go up to that sort of level. Of course, I do Seiko mods as well, so you guys might have seen various other examples that I try to recreate watches like this, but there is a certain charm with the ultimate Seiko watch, the ultimate Seiko dive watch as standard as well. And speaking of as standard, it comes with its box. It comes with an additional original strap. It's got the box and papers, the card dated 2020, so it may just be out of the official warranty, although you won't need to worry about warranty with this kind of Seiko caliber. This is the 8L35, so that's accurate to around +15 to -10 seconds a day. It's one of Seiko's more high-end automatic movements. It's got 50-hour power reserve, and of course stop seconds, hand wind, and all of the typical features for a watch like this. Really nice, solid tool watch. And one of the special things about this one is that, notice on the case back, well, there is no case back because the watch is actually somewhat of a monoblock construction, which means it can withstand a lot more pressure, shock, and so on, making it super tough. And when they make these, they actually have to put all of the internals in from the top and then close the crystal. So it is quite tricky to remove the movement for any mods, for example, which is why I would never modify one of these, aside from maybe changing the strap. Now let's have a quick look around the condition of this, because it is stated as in very good condition, and I would certainly agree. So if you do want to list a watch with me, please let me know and I'll tell you the process. But basically you submit your watch, and then if you're here in Dubai and you're willing to let me video it and sell it for you, then you can have a video like this of your watch and people worldwide will be able to access it as well. Now, sorry, I've got some smudges on here. So looking around the watch, to be honest, I would agree there are a few marks. You can sort of see light scuffs on the case. For a watch like this, you wouldn't really baby it, so you would expect a few marks here and there, but the owner has, I know him personally, and he has kept good care of this. The bracelet especially, if you have a look, there is a little bit of a rash there. And of course, it's all the full links. To be honest, I'm not even sure he actually wore it on the bracelet very often, because it doesn't seem to have any marks, hardly, apart from that one part. Now, small marks on the case you will be able to polish out quite easily yourself, but to be honest, this kind of watch at this price, I would just wear it and enjoy it and have a piece of Seiko history with you at all times as well. Now, the bracelets, Seiko bracelet, so they're not the best. They are a little bit thin and wriggly. The clasp is, even though this watch would have cost, what is it, over $3,000, it's somewhat simple. It does have quite a few micro adjust holes, and it does have this method, which is a little tricky to use. You kind of got to slide it. It's like a glide lock system, but it's so extreme that it's really just there for wetsuit, like a wetsuit extension, and then you could clamp it on over a coat or a wetsuit. I'm not totally sure how many people would actually use that, but it's fun that it's got it. This signifies that it is a true diver's watch, and that's what they were going for, and obviously it's very well respected in the Seiko community. So this is Seiko's answers to the Submariner, basically. Now, this one is available from me in Dubai, so let me know if you're interested. I will show you a quick wrist shot and loom shot in a second. That's svkwatches.ae. Like I said, don't modify this model, so if you're interested in this particular one, it is a really good price. It is in line with lowest prices on Chrono 24 as well, especially here in the UAE. So let's have a look at it on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. It will be too large for me, slightly, as in the bracelet. The watch itself, the diameter of it makes you believe, or at least it makes you think it should be quite big, but on the camera it has a habit of making watches look bigger than they are. I'm sat here and I'm thinking, is it a little small for me? It's definitely a very tall watch and something I'm not quite used to. It does feel like it presses in quite nicely, so from the side profile it hides a lot of that thickness from the movement and the thick crystal, and quite the chunky bezel as well. Certainly a really cool watch. You're not gonna forget it's there. It is quite heavy, but the bracelet being quite light, it helps balance it. It's not too heavy. It's the right kind of heavy, is what I should have said. Yes, the thickness is the only thing that kind of might worry some of you, but if you're after this kind of model with these kind of specs, you are gonna have to appreciate that the watch will be a bit thicker than your average. So here we have the loom shot. It is a well-lit room, and you can see that Seiko loom is of course as bright as we'd expect. I didn't actually know it was loomed at these markers up to 20 as well. But you can see that triangle really nice and clear. Everything matches perfectly as you'd expect. So if you want one of Seiko's classic dive watches at a great price, remember it was only $1,824 or 6,000, I believe, 700. Yeah, 6,700 UAE dirham here in Dubai. I do ship worldwide. Let me know if you're interested. Of course, the link to this product will be in the description as well. But this may be your chance to grab a bargain Seiko diver with a bit of history, a pedigree, and an all-in-all awesome watch. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know any comments or feedback, and I'll see you next time.